welcome welcome to Pamita AI World. My name is Pamita Singh Kandari and you are watching the next upcoming video on data preprocessing. So in my last video I was teaching you the three different techniques of data smoothing. Fine. So where it was data smoothing. Fine. Data smoothing, and under data smoothing I gave you three techniques. And what were those techniques? If you were watching my videos closely, you would have known what I was talking about. So it was number 1, smoothing of the data. Smoothing of the data. Number 1, by equal frequency bins. Fine. And second, by bin means. And third, by bin boundaries. Is it visible? Yes, boundaries. By bin boundaries. So by equal frequency bins means suppose I was giving you example of prices in my last video, that in a general store prices of some items were in rupees or dollar. So input, suppose that a price of the items in general store of 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 72 rupees, 92 rupees, 104 rupees. That was input, suppose. Fine. So this was the data available to the data scientist. So what happens by equal frequency bins means we will calculate that we are seeing that here number of values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many values? Number of values 6. Fine. And number of bins or buckets will take 3. Fine. If we'll take 3, it means we will divide that value. Number of values is divided by number of bins. So how it will come? 3 to the 6. So now onwards, what does that mean? 2. It means 2 means bin 1 will contain 5 and 10 value. 2 values, right? 5 and 10. And if that data comes randomly, like 104 comes first, 50 comes second, 72 comes second, so it is a common sense that you have to sort that video in the ascending or descending order, whatever you feel like. Fine. So bin 1 would contain 5, 10, and bin 2 would contain 50 and 72. Fine. After sorting the video in ascending order. And bin 3 would contain 92 and 104. Fine. So these 2 means 2 values would come in each bin. Fine. In 3 bins 2 values would come. that two values means that only. So this is the thing. Now there is one technique also I forgot to tell you. In this also, in this one technique is also there, that is equal width, equal smoothing by equal width. In equal width what happen? We calculate the range of each bin, range of each bin. Fine. So what is the range of each bin? There is one formula for that. And what is that formula? Width is equal to maximum minus minimum values divided by number of bins. Now we'll take one example here. We have one input data. Input data would be of would be of 5, 10, 50, 72, 92, 104 to 15. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 values. Now we'll contain bins 3. For calculating the width, now we will apply formula. Width formula is maximum value. So what is the maximum value here is 215, or minimum value is 5. So that would be 5 divided by number of bins. So how many number of bins are there? 3. So 215 minus 5, how much it is? 210 divided by 3. 3 7 ja 3. 3 7 ja 21. 70. Fine. So our first value came 70. Now we have to calculate range of each bin. Range of each bin we have to calculate. Here in this value, what we were calculating, here we were calculating frequency of bins, equal frequency bins. So here what you are watching is we were calculating frequency of the bins. So what was the frequency? It was 2, and in each bin there were 2 values. That was the frequency, and equal, and of course it was equal frequency. 5, 10, 50, 72, 92. There are 2 equal frequencies there. But in range of each bin we will calculate the range, how much range of each bin contains. Fine. It was not frequency but range. So now you would ask, what is the range? So there is one question formula about the range, and that formula is minimum plus width. Fine. And minimum plus twice of width, and so on it would be, and when minimum plus nw. What n represent here? N represent number of bins. Number of bins. So now comes the interesting part. What interesting part would be here? Bin 1 range would be how, what? Now we will apply the formula. What is the formula here? minimum plus width. So what is the value of minimum here? Minimum value is 5. Of course it is 5. Plus what is the width here? We calculated 70. 50 plus 70, how much it is? It is 75. So range of first bin, we calculated bins 3. So range of first bin would be 75. Fine. Now we'll take this thing here. Range of bin 2 will be, bin 2 range, how much it would be? It would be 5 plus, I said 2 minimum plus 2 width. Fine. So how much it would be? My minimum 5 plus 2 multiply width is 70. That is 145. Bin 3 range will be 5 plus 3 multiply 70 and so on. So now last value come 215. As you can see 215 came, last value is 215. Here it is, last value is 215. Here also 215 come. So bin 3 range comes to its last value 215. Now what we would do here, we will check the range of the bin. We draw one line where we will have one range. What was our first range? It was 75. Fine. And what was our second range? It was 45, 145. And what was third range? That was 215. Now what all this means, what I am teaching you, it's not just a calculation. You would be surprised to know that what you are studying here, you in your day to day life or in your daily life, you encounter this type of thing in your practical life, and that is called, if you have seen like this, I will tell you, that is called QR code. Fine. So QR code is based on this formula. What you are teaching here, what I am teaching you here, it based on data smoothing. What they do, suppose 5 will come here, 10 will come here, 50 will come here, and 72 will come here. Now 92 will come here, 104 would come here, and 215 would come here. So if you what like is in our day to day life, we see the QR code or bar graph like this. When you pay the Google Pay or Paytm or some bar graph QR code, this type of thing you see in your day to day life practically. Fine. And you don't know what this thing is, what this thing contain. So this thing contain this, that is called, I think, QR code or bar graph, something like that. In your day to day life you have seen this thing. Fine. If you remember. So this thing, what this thing is this only. Bin 1 range, that was the range of each bin. That is how data scientist or software engineer make this thing visible to you, or to make your life easy. So this is the example of equal width, data smoothing by equal width. So now will comes to the by B means, how data smoothing under data preprocessing can be done by means only. So that we would see in our next video, upcoming video. Fine. So in this video I taught you just now by equal frequency bins. I gave you the example where we study about the frequency of the bins, and second, here we studied about the equal width, where width is equal, each and every width is equal, and range of the each bin is given. So that is all for today's video. All the students, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe is a must. so that I can teach you and clear your doubts by coming live on YouTube. And thanks a lot. Keep watching, keep learning, happy learning. Thanks a lot.